Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Lump Dog, your favorite fantasy football commissioner's favorite fantasy football commissioner, and I'm back with another PPH video commissioner message. Week number 7 of the 2024 season. Yeah, y'all. Well, here we are. We're about halfway through the season. We got what, 14 weeks? 15, 16, and 17 are the playoffs, so just about halfway over. And as you can see, no one's really separating themselves here in the standings. Everyone's just kind of bunched up. I mean, even if you're 2-5 here in the like the Boogaloo Boys, you're really only 2 games out from trying to get into the playoffs. So no one's really out of it. No one's running away with it. So good, even type of season that we've had so far. No, again, everyone's still in it, and no one's running away with it, and no one's out of it. So that's all good to see. All good to see. I do apologize again for no Cone's Corner. I do believe Cone's Corner is probably done. He's been having some issues with the league's enthusiasm for Cone's Corner. He doesn't feel like there is any more enthusiasm for it, or there is no excitement for it. So it's kind of really put a damper to him to want to do the show. So it is what it is. Again, I think this all stems from the Light 'em Up edition, where I accidentally didn't record the audio. The mic on the camera was muted. So, according to the league, though, I still deleted the audio. Like, the dumbest, stupidest, most childish, immature thing to try to, say when it's obvious that if I had any problem with anything I said, then I would just cut out that part, not the entire fucking 30 minutes, 40 minutes that we filmed the Line 'em Up edition for. So, again, it is what it is. People still want to be mad and have hot neck over it and shit all over Cone's Corner, which has now made Cone not really have any enthusiasm for his show any longer. So we'll see if there'll be another Cone's Corner this year. I keep trying to talk to him and talk him into it. So far, no luck. So it is what it is, and we'll take it from there. So let's go ahead and get into last week's games here and see what happened in the PPA. All right, so here's week 7, man. Let's start. Everyone says all I do is talk about my team, so I always finish with my team rather than start. We got Spiced Up taking out the West Point Gators, 135.3 to 118.3. Drake May, huge 41.4 points. I don't know what it is about it. Got to give him credit, man. Every year he seems to find a quarterback, even things like Drake May. I mean, 41 points, just pretty insane that a rookie quarterback can come in and just put that down and then on his first start. So I guess got to give Duke his props on picking quarterbacks. He seems to do a good job there and finding these late rounders that seem to produce even rookies, So 41.4 from May. Hall showing up with 24.1. Kyron Williams with 19.6. 12.2 from Kittle and 15.2 from Bucky Irving. 10 from the Giants D, and he gets the 135.3 and gets the win and improves to 5-2. West Point Gators 44.4 from Josh Allen, and then 15.3 from London, 10 from Shakir, and then 12.7 from Fairbairn and 11 from the Chiefs defense. Wasn't enough to get it done and falls to 4-3. All right, in the next matchup, we had the 289ers get taken out by Basket of Deplorables, 123.2 to 76.1. Trevor Lawrence showing up big there, or showing up with 28.6 points. Brian Robinson Jr. with 13.3, 22.2 from Amon St. Brown, 17.4 from A.J. Brown, and then 24 from the Broncos defense. He ends up getting the win, and if I'm not mistaken, I believe that's Tommy's 4th win in a row. Proves to 4-3. He's back up over the 500 mark. He was languishing down there in the in the bottom for a while, and I guess getting AJ Brown back, and then now if he gets cut back coming in, that's going to really bolster his team. So looking good there, Tommy, turning around at the right time. 289ers with only 76.1 points. Huntley with 16.7 and 15.1 from Chase, and then 15 from the Texans D. 76.1 points isn't going to get it done. It takes the L, falls to 4-3. The next game, we got the low-scoring game of the week. Irresistible Force gets the win, 73.2 to 67 over No Way Jose. 26.4 from Mixon, 11.2 from Ray Davis, 15.8 from Kraft, 10.8 from Kraft, and that was really it. That went on in the Irresistible Force. Even less went on with No Way Jose. Stroud with 10.5 and 14.3 from Bowers, 13 from Gay, and 11 from the Lions defense. Only 67 points, which really has me worried because, of course, I play No Way Jose this week, and he only put 67 up last week, so that means he's due for like a 150 a game this week. So not liking my chances, but we'll see how it goes. In the next game, we got Molly Whoppers beating Patty's Playboys 101.5 to 99.3. Close game here, so I do believe Molly Whop still, again, has a little bit of that luck. All of it hasn't worn off. It's still there. Some of it, he's scraping the bottom of the barrel, but still, if not the luckiest, one of the luckiest men in fantasy football. Jordan Love with 34 points, 22.8 from Bijan. And if you look at his receivers there, 0.5 from Smith, 0 from Dell, and then 0 from Juju Smith-Schuster. So only 0.5 points from 3 wide receivers, and still got the win. That's why he is still one of the luckiest men in fantasy. Not the luckiest, but one of the luckiest men in fantasy football. That happens to me. I'm getting the L. I'm taking an L in that matchup if I only get 0.5 points from 3 wide receivers. And then 10 from Tyler Bass and 20 from the Bengals D. Gets 101.5 and improves to 4-3. Patty Playboy came close, but Derrick Henry, Zay Flowers were not able to pull it out for him on Monday night. Brock Purdy with only 26.9 points, his worst game, I think, as a NFL quarterback. 25.7 from Derrick Henry, 16.7 from Reichard, and then 12 from the Bills defense. 99.3 wasn't enough to get it done. Falls to 4-3. And the next game, we got Smokin' Dem taking out the Boogaloo Boys, 120.8 to 110.1. Smoking them, Kirk Cousins with 20.2. Madison with 13.8. 31 from Gibbs. That's what got it done for him. 17.9 from Justin Jefferson. 18 from Seibert. And then that was it. But 120.8 was enough to get it done against the Boogaloo Boys, improving to 4-3. Boogaloo Boys, Jalen Hurts with 31.6. 17.7 from Josh Jacobs. And then 10 from Godwin, 22.6 from Dicker the kicker, and 11 from the Steelers, and wasn't enough to get it done and falls to 2-5. In the next game, we got the Brewdogs taking out the Haters, 107.9 to 97.1. Wonder if the Haters is going to learn, Jimmy, is going to learn to stop making predictions about when he's going to get a win and when not. Every time he makes a prediction, he loses. I think you just be quiet, Jimmy. Talk after the game. Oh, I whooped you up, or I knew I was going to get my win this week, something like that. But don't come out beforehand because you're really looking foolish because both times you've taken a hard L to the team you said you were going to beat for the dub. So, Brewdogs, Joe Burrow showing up with 30.1, 17.2 from Connor, 16.2 from Higgins, 12 from Zach Ertz. Was enough to get it done. 107.9 gets in the dub and proves to 4-3. Haters, Jaden Daniels going out really hurt there. I probably would have won the game if Jaden Daniels didn't get injured. 19.1 from Jones, 22.3 from Walker, 10.6 from Garrett Wilson, 13.2 from Tucker, 13.2 from Tucker, and then 12 from the Ravens defense. Wasn't enough to get it done. Falls to 2-5. Wow. All right, the next game we got our weekly winner, Mr. Liberty Death, taking out Just My Luck, 130 128.9 to 130.2. Mr. Liberty or Death came back and won this on Monday night. Lamar Jackson with 60.3 points. 12.8 from Terry McLaurin. Mark Andrews with 18.1. 13.7 from Myers and 22 from the Rams defense. Gets him the weekly prize and scores 138.9 and improves to 4-3. Earlier this season, I was asking how long Mr. Liberty Death was going to be able to, keep Mark Andrews in his lineup. He was winning in the early part of the season, even though Andrews was scoring, I think, like 0 the first 3 games. But I think that allowed him to hang on to him and keep starting him, and it's now starting to pay off for him. So good holding the line there and just staying the course. Me, I'm not sure if I would have been able to do that. So I guess that's what happens when you really don't care or pay attention much to fantasy football. That you can just allow a guy to score through 0 3 weeks in a row and just keep him in your lineup. As long as you're 3-0, I guess. So it didn't hurt you. So why fix it? If it ain't broke, why fix it? So working for you now. So that's the important thing. Patrick Mahomes with 19.3 for Just My Luck, 26.1 from Rashard White, 24.6 from Javonte Williams, 19.6 from Brian Thomas Jr., 17.9 from Metcalf, 14.6 from Boswell. Man, Rashard White kept you in the game there on Monday night. If he didn't have those 2 touchdowns and really part of that passing game, it would have been uglier. But 130 was good enough, but not enough for the win. Takes the L, goes to 3-4. And then in the last game, I got smacked up by Anonymous Beavers, all thanks to Baker Mayfield in that Monday night game with 53.2 points. Really buried me. Was nothing I could do after that. Even though I had Marvin Harrison Jr. going, it was going to take an incredible game from him, and he's really on the downturn of late. It's not liking the way the Cardinals use him at all. It's just like everything's deep. There's nothing like no comebacks, no curl routes, no slants. It just seems like it's I don't know. I'm just not that impressed with Marvin Harrison Jr. If I would have seen him play in the preseason and he was playing like he's playing now, I don't think I would have drafted him in the second round. I had high hopes for him and just not panning out at this moment. He's had one really good game, one mediocre game, and the rest have just been kind of bleh. Anyway, 53.2 from Mayfield. Najee Harris, man, scored that touchdown at the end of the game. That took him over 100 yards and gave him, 6 more points. It wouldn't have made a difference, but, kind of showed the way that my Monday night was going to go when that happened late Sunday night. 26.7 from Barkley, 18.6 from David Njoku, and then 10 from the Niners defense. Anthony Richardson with only 15.5 for me. I went from having, I felt like a pretty solid quarterback core to feeling like I don't have any quarterback right now. I mean, like when Drake May is putting up 41 and Richardson's only 15.5 and Murray's like only 20 points. What was he here? Kyler Murray, 29.9. I guess that's good enough. I should have started him, but 29.9 points. But yeah, no, I just kind of feel like I need a quarterback. Anyway, Hubbard with 11.2, Big Z with 24.8, 10 from Kyle Pitts, 19.8 from Lutz, and 16 from the Commanders D. 7.5. Not good enough to get it done and take the L, fall to 4-3. Anonymous Beavers improves to 3-4. All right, y'all. Well, that's really all that's happened in the league right now. Again, there is no rules meeting this year, so not sure how we're going to plan anything out. It's been canceled thanks to some of the crabs in the league who don't like planning sessions and having things agreed upon as a league and voted upon. But it is what it is. I can't lead a group of stray cats. It's just impossible. Everyone wants to do their own thing and not be told what to do. So, or ask even to please do something. Hey, can you come here at this time on this day so we can discuss this? Nope. I do what I want to do when I want to do it and how I want to do it is pretty much the motto of the PPH, which is fine. That's cool. But you know what? It just makes it impossible for things like rules meetings and planning out draft trips and stuff like that. So, is what it is, man. We'll see how it goes in the off season here, but we do have at least this year left to go. And again, trading deadlines week 11. Don't forget that. And that's all I got for y'all. So Lump Dogs out. Talk to you next week.